Welcome everyone, this is Hamza speaking. Let's begin a different series of lessons. So in this lesson, we're going to cover a podcast. So I'm going to tell you about my English journey. So I named this podcast Hamza's English Journey. So today we are in the episode number 1. The day it all began. Learn with Hamza, step by step. Words and phrases you will never forget. From zero to hero. We will make it right. Join the journey. English takes flight. So without further ado guys, let's begin. فلنبدأ. It all started in the summer of 2016. I was on a trip to Chefchaouen, a beautiful blue city in Morocco, with my closest and best friend, Hamza. He's younger than me, but we've always had a great bond. One sunny morning, we decided to visit the famous Aqshur waterfalls. The road to the waterfalls was long and full of twists, surrounded by green mountains and the sound of flowing water. It was a perfect day for an adventure. While walking, we met 2 Spanish girls. They were friendly and spoke excellent English. They stopped us and asked for directions to the waterfall. But there was a big problem. I didn't understand a word they were saying. They kept asking, "How do we get to the waterfall?" I stood there, frozen, completely lost. I looked at Hamza, hoping he could help. But he just smiled nervously, as if to say, "We are in trouble." The girls waited for an answer, but we couldn't say anything. We looked at each other, feeling like complete idiots. That moment was so embarrassing, I felt terrible, bad, and even a little angry with myself. When the girls finally left, I knew something had to change. I made a promise to myself right there, standing on the path to the waterfall. I said, "I'll do whatever it takes to learn English." I didn't want to feel like that ever again. From that day, I dedicated myself to learning English. I started using every tool I could find. I downloaded apps like Duolingo and Memrise to practice vocabulary. I watched YouTube videos to learn grammar and pronunciation. But that wasn't enough. I needed real conversations. So I traveled to tourist cities like Marrakesh and Agadir, where I could meet foreigners. At first, it was hard. Some people ignored me, but others were kind and willing to talk. Every conversation, no matter how short, helped me grow. I also joined websites where I could chat with English speakers. I met boys and girls from all over the world who wanted to help me practice. Slowly, I started improving. Words became sentences, and sentences turned into conversations. My confidence grew, and so did my love for the English language. That day in Chefchaouen was a turning point in my life. It was the moment I decided to start my English journey. And even though it wasn't easy, it was worth every step. Guys, thank you for listening to Hamza's English Journey. In the next episode, I'll share how I went from learning words on apps to having real conversations with tourists and how those experiences changed my perspective. Stay tuned. So إخوان، إلا عجبكم هاد النوع من الفيديوهات خليو كومنت ونتلاقاو في chapter number 2. مع السلامة.